Okay, so I already put out the weekly tarot message, and the reason I do these is just to, everybody's on a journey. We're all trying to do our best or obtain what we want, our dreams and wishes, and sometimes life gets in the way. So I like to put out messages. I was doing them daily, but I got a little much. But we're going to expand on that weekly message. So there's something like some kind of spark or passion within you, something that you're dreaming of, wishing of, and something keeps getting in the way. Whether that is other people, whether it's our old patterns of belief, if it's our habits, our addictions, our own thoughts, our emotions, whatever it is. So I'm going to expand on that and do each sign. So I got some oracles, and at the end we'll do 2 tarot cards just to clarify. Okay, Taurus, hello, my wolf friends. So we're going to go ahead and expand on that weekly message and see what comes out for you. Please take what resonates. It's going to be different for all of you, or it might not resonate at all. So let's see what's coming up with that spark that we are wanting to put out there. We have within us, but something's blocking it. Let's see. So we have Prince. So Prince always reminds me of the charming, Prince Charming, But the shadow attribute is using power for self-aggrandizement. And aggrandizement is a big word, but it means that making things bigger and grander and bigger, more important. And the light attribute is romantic charm and potential for power. So, charming can be a good thing, but it can also be used for not so good things like manipulation. So be careful what you are putting out there. Like, how are you trying to have that spark ignite? Are you trying to use manipulation and charm in the wrong way? Or are you using your qualities of charm to your benefit? So, you might be making something bigger than what they need to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what our essential oil card is. So we have letting go. Okay, so I feel like this is some experience from your past. It could be a relationship where things didn't go as well, so now you are really milking it, like putting it out there, being a little bit excessive. So the trigger statement says, this is not the way it's supposed to be, and the true statement is, I am free. And it says, lift up your burdens and allow the divine to free you from them. Allow yourself to be cleansed or anything that is weighing you down. So I get this feeling that you might be trying to prove yourself to somebody, whether it's a relationship or a job, and you're bending over backwards to do this. And if you meet up with the wrong person, they are going to take advantage of that. So be careful with that. Don't put yourself out there and misrepresent yourself or commit to things that are going to be overwhelming for you. Okay, Taurus? So let's see what our power surrender card is. We have surrender to your full power. Your life is calling you to step in to your full power rather than playing it small. Yeah, see? When we put ourselves out there as who we really aren't, we're minimizing ourselves. Well, even though we might be grandiose with it, if we're not being who we authentically are, we are minimizing who we truly are. So be careful what you're doing. You might be trying to bend over backwards to please somebody and being taken advantage of, not being your true self, giving in to what they want instead of what makes you happy, things like that. So you have to be really careful with that, okay? So whatever this spark is, I'm really getting for some of you, it can be a relationship. And you can't sell yourself short to make someone like you. If you want to hook up with the right people, and if you're doing that, changing who you are, or settling, or not settling, but trying to please them to make them happy, then who's going to make you happy? You have to do that, and then you're not going to meet up with the right people. You're going to keep attracting these people that maybe want to take advantage of you, or the wrong kind of people. So you want to be who you really are and stand up for yourself, So let's see what our tarot cards are. Okay, so we have the Wheel and the Page of Swords. So the Wheel is all about change, moving forward, a new cycle. And the Page is a new that's a new beginning. And the Swords is all about how we think. So we have to adapt a different way of seeing things to be able to move forward in a better way for our highest good. Okay? So this could be something new coming in on the horizon, right? And I feel like with pages can be new, young energy too. So I kind of feel like maybe in the past you have hooked up with immature people, maybe more self-centered people, And it's kind of skewed your outlook, like thinking that you might have to please people or something. Maybe that's, you're taking it like it was you, when it was really an immaturity within them. So this is something new on the horizon. So, you know, make sure that you are looking at, if you don't want to keep attracting the same things, make sure you're looking at, you know, standing up for you, knowing your self-worth, what you deserve, and your boundaries, and, you know, what your intentions and what makes you happy. You know, don't settle for what they want, because it doesn't matter. We can try to bend over backwards for some people and they're never going to be happy. So you got to make what you're happy, and then you'll meet the right people. So bottom line, this is saying something's on the horizon, but if you want something abundant and successful, and you don't want to repeat the cycles from the past, it is time to take a look at whether you're in this shadow aspect or if you're in this light attribute, okay? And let go of that energy from the past, okay? You have to let go of the past so you can move forward, all right? So surrender to your full power here, Taurus, okay? So, and there, you could have Leo in your chart. Doesn't have to be. I just see that lion on there. So, you know, being more like that Leo, you know, take pride in yourself. Empower yourself. And I'm not saying you're not strong at all, but it could be something from the past that's kind of shaded and distorted your way of thinking, where you feel like you have to please people more so because maybe you weren't selected or they moved off or whatever. It's time to let that go. All right? So you can, a lot of times we have to let people go so we can meet the right people or the right relationship. So that is your message, Taurus. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. All right, Virgo, so we're going to go ahead and expand on this energy of that spark within that's being blocked. So what is blocking you, Virgo? Please take what resonates. There's millions of Virgos out there, so it could be different, a different way for you, or it might not resonate at all. So let's go ahead and get into the cards. Let's see, for you, Virgo, we have the mediator. The mediator. And she looks tied up. Look at that. So we have the shadow attribute. Says negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. So that's the shadow of it. And then the light attribute is gift for negotiation, fairness, and a strategy in strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of an argument. So, you know, the negative aspect of this is, you know, an ulterior motive. And the other is, you know, having that gift of being able to negotiate. So let's see what this essential oil card is to come out with this. So now we have independence. And the essential oil is petitgrain. And the trigger statement is, I am just like my mother or father. So old patterns of behavior learned from when we were children. It might not be a positive way to do it, but sometimes we do, right? Just like our mother or father. But the true statement is, I am free to choose. And it says, you are ready to break free from the conditioning that has bound you so long that maybe continue your journey or healing and growth. So some kind of old patterns of behavior that we are doing, that it's just comfortable to do, even though we might not know what's right or it doesn't work for us, something like that. Our power of surrender card for you is surrender the idea to you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his own healing. So I feel with this energy, this could be regarding a friendship or relationship. It could be even like a family member where you might not agree with the lifestyle they have. And let's face it, Virgos can be very perfectionist. Like they want things perfect. They might not be perfect, but they want to expect everything else to be, right? So this could be like you're trying to push somebody into something that's just not right for them, and you might not agree with it. So let's get the tarot cards and see what else is coming up. Yeah, okay, see, we do have the Three of Cups, which is all about friendships, it's about community, and it's about celebration. And we have it combined with that Nine of Swords, which is about dread, anxiety, and worry. So there's something here that you are worried about. It could be revolving around, like I said again, relationship, friendship, or family member. But this is feeling conflicted about something with a person or a whole group of people. And this is about being mindful of that impact that those relationships have on your mental health. Because, you know, some people bring us joy and support us, and other people bring us down and make us worry and sit in that anxiety and cause drama. So there's something here about some connections that you have. Sometimes we have to let go of people that just keep bringing us down and don't support us, or we don't see eye to eye with. But you have to look at it and see if it's something that's holding you back, or are you trying to control a situation? Because, it's saying we can't fix everyone here. So are you trying to fix somebody when they feel they're not broken? Everybody has their own life, their own journey, their own belief system. So you just have to realize which way it's going. Is it something that's holding you back and making you sit in anxiety and worry and stressing you out? Maybe you have raised your vibration and just have outgrown that situation. Or is it that you expect to change someone to be the way you want them to be? So you have to take a look at that. Either way, that is holding you back in some aspect of some kind of spark that you have to move forward. It's holding you back because you're too focused on maybe trying to fix somebody, trying to, put all your eggs in their basket, and it's holding you back because you're not focused on yourself. So even though you might be this mediator, it's, you have to look at the intention behind it. Are you trying to get something out of the situation, or is it actually benefiting everyone? So that is your message, Virgo. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Hi, Capricorn. So we're going to go ahead and extend into this weekly tarot message about the spark within, and it's somehow you're blocked and not being able to pursue that. So let's go ahead and get your archetype card. So you have Detective. So this shadow attribute says voyeurism, falsifying information, and the light attribute is great powers of observation and intuition and desire to seek out the truth. So it's something here you might be really investigating, looking into, but depending on if you're in high vibration or low vibration, or that positive, negative, or the dark and light, it's either going to be where you are in this energy of falsifying information and voyeurism in the negative aspect, but it's also going to be, great powers of observation and intuition if you're in that higher one. So you have to take a look at how you are doing this investigating. So let's see what the essential oil card is. Let me put this over here. All right. So we have support with myrrh. Support. So you might be needing some support with this. So we're going to go more into the cards and see what the tarot are, but it looks like there could be something that might have happened to you that's created this detective kind of work, where if it's blocking you, it might be more in the negative aspect, where you are really into this shadow aspect where you're falsifying information, or you could be into voyeurism. You might not be doing it in a way that's positive. So this myrrh support, the trigger statement says, I am not supported. So you might feel like you're on your own, might be being a little bit of victim. And then the true statement is, I move forward with divine grace. So standing in that grace and that integrity. And it says, take comfort and know that you are supported, nurture your inner child, and connect with the earth. When this says about your inner child, it could have triggered something, whatever happened to you here, this pain. It could have triggered something from when you were a child, like some inner child wounds could have been triggered and came back up. But we're going to go ahead and see what else is coming up with the surrender card. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding and not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. So, maybe you're in someone's face, really digging in what they're doing, what they're, trying to control the situation here. And it could be because you want to prove something that might not even be there. So look at your reasoning behind it. So let's see what the tarot are so we can get some clarity here. We have the Chariot. Could be a Cancer sign, but this is all about determination and moving forward. And as you can see, we have the dark horse and the light horse. So, balancing out that energy of the dark and the light. And then we have, oh yeah, I see why now. We have the Three of Swords. So this is heartbreak. Heartbreak here. And it could be that you're like on this kind of warpath to get to the bottom of before somebody hurts you. So if you're starting a new relationship, or you had one before that broke your heart, you might be like, more into jealousy, insecurities, things like that. But this is a significant transformation here with you. And it's going to take some strength and determination and some resilience as well. because there's been this loss and betrayal here. And, you know, of course it hurts, but you can't like judge everyone by the same situation. Just make sure you know your worth, because you don't want to end up with somebody the exact same that maybe hurt you before. So this is getting yourself together and feeling secure, because you can't run around accusing people of things they're not doing, or, you know, watching every move they make. That's just not going to work in a relationship. So you're going to have to heal from this wound here. And like I said, we had this surrender to you always being right. Don't look for problems that aren't there. And, you know, hear people out as well. Get support if you need to. Even like a counselor or a professional if you need to. And, you know, don't go digging for things that aren't even there. Don't be looking for things that aren't there. All right? I mean, you trust your intuition. If you feel something's off, then maybe investigate it. But don't go investigating every little thing, because you're just out there looking for something that's not even there. And then that's going to create something, you know? So just be careful with that, Capricorn, okay? So that is your message. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.